क्लास 10 पिलामाने आज आम आलोचना करबा तुमरा इंग्लिश बहिर नॉन डिटेल टेक्स्ट रो ए टाइगर इन द हाउस चैप्टर रो क्वेश्चन आंसर ता पूर्व पिलामाने चैनल को नुआ आसले चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करि नियो। तो देखो पिले कम्प्रेहेंशन चेक रे दिया है नंबर 1 हु वाज तिमोथी एंड वेयर वाज इट डिस्कवर्ड। आंसर तिमोथी वाज द टाइगर कब and it was discovered by grandfather on a hunting expedition in the Terai jungle near Dera. Number 2. Why did grandfather accompany the party? Answer. Grandfather knew the forest of the Sualik hills better than most of the people at the party, so he was requested to accompany the party. Number 3. The writer says that the camp was very splendid. Why? Answer. The camp had 7 large tents and it was for each shikari a dining tent and a number of servants' tents. The camp had good dinner and it had hot water plates, finger glasses and 7 or 8 carriages. It also had some 15 elephants, 4 of them with howdah for the shikaris and other were specially trained for taking part in the beat. All this made the camp splendid. Number 4. Who discovered Timothy was and when? Answer. The grandfather discovered Timothy when he was strolling down the forest path. At some distance from the rest of the party, he discovered Timothy about 18 inches long, hiding among the intricate roots of a banyan tree. Number 5. Do you think grandfather was very bold? Why do you think so? Answer. Yes, the grandfather was very bold and courageous. He not only discovered the tiger but also he picked him up and took him home after the camp had broken up. Number 6. What kind of special quality did grandfather have? How was grandfather different from other members of the party? Answer. The grandfather was bold and courageous. He was the only member of the party who had bagged any game, dead or alive. Number 7. Do you think grandfather will pet the tiger cub and at home? Answer. Yes, I think the grandfather will pet the tiger cub at home. Tapre 2. Comprehension check. Number 1. Who were there in this part of the story? Answer. In this part of the story, there are the author, grandfather, their cook, Mahmud, the tiger and a monkey. Number 2. Who named the tiger cub and who brought it up? Answer. Author's grandfather named the tiger cub Timothy. A cook named Muhammad brought it up. Number 3. What is the diet of the tiger cub? Answer. Initially, the tiger cub brought by milk only. When the milk given to it proved too rich for it, the diet was changed and replaced by raw mutton and cod liver oil, and then followed later by a tempting diet of pigeons and rabbits. Number 4. Who were Timothy's companions at home? Answer. Timothy's companion were a monkey, Toto, a small mongrel puppy. Later the author became his companion. Number 5. What was Timothy's favorite amusement? Why? How did the writer become Timothy's favorite? Answer. Timothy's favorite amusement was to stalk anyone who would play with him, and so Timothy would suddenly make a dash for the author's feet, rolling on his back and kicking with delight and pretending to bite his ankles. It would creep closer and closer to the author, which made author Timothy's favorite. Number 6. What kind of change came over Timothy when he was 6 months old? Answer. When Timothy was about 6 months, he grew steadily less friendly. Whenever he went out for a walk, the author, he would try to steal away to stalk a cat or someone's pet. Number 7. Grandfather decided to transfer Timothy to a zoo. Why? Answer. Timothy would friend cackling from the poultry house, and in the morning there would be feathers lying all over the veranda. He would try to be less friendly and create mess around, so he had to be chained off more often. It was because of mischievous act grandfather decided to transfer Timothy to a Jew. Number 8. Where did grandfather take him and how? Answer. Grandfather took Timothy to the nearest Jew in Lucknow. He reserved a first class compartment for himself and Timothy. Number 9. Do you think Timothy will be happy at the new place? Answer. Yes, I think Timothy will be happy at the new place. Number triple I, para triple I, comprehension check. Number 1, read the last part of the story and say what is it about. Answer. The last part of the story is about the visit of grandfather to the Jew. It also reveals the shocking truth of the loss of his beloved pet. Number 2, when did grandfather visit the Jew and why? Answer. After 6 months of Timothy's transfer to the Jew, grandfather visited it. He and his wife had been to Lucknow to visit relatives, so he decided to visit the Jew. Number 3. What did grandfather do at the cage where Timothy was kept? Answer. When grandfather went at the cage where Timothy was kept, he put his hands around Timothy and showed his love. Number 4. How did the tiger behave toward grandfather? Answer. The tiger behaved in a warm and friendly manner towards the grandfather. It behaved as if they knew each other for long. Number 5. What did he suggest the keeper? Answer. Grandfather realized that the leopard was irritating the tiger, so to keep his tiger safe and secured, he suggested the keeper to keep the tiger somewhere else. Number 6. Was the tiger really Timothy? How do you know this? Answer. No, the tiger was not Timothy. The keeper, who had been at the time of grandfather's first visit to the Jew, told him that Timothy had died of pneumonia. Pneumonia. Number 7. What did the keeper say to grandfather about the tiger? Answer. The keeper told grandfather that his tiger, Timothy, had died of pneumonia 2 months ago. Number 8. What made grandfather give a scornful look to the keeper? Answer. The keeper had not informed grandfather about the death of his pet, Timothy. It was why grandfather gave a scornful look to the keeper. Number 9. Which character in this story do you like most and why? Answer. I like the character of the grandfather the most because not only he is courageous but also he is a sensitive man. He caught the tiger in a bold way and took good care of him. Number 10. Can you give another title to the story? Give reason for your new title. Answer. The bond of love. It is because of unconditional bond of love between tiger and grandfather. Tapre writing. Answer the following questions in about 50 words. Number 1. Who was Timothy? What made grandfather to bring him home with him? Answer likhiba. Answer hoba. Timothy was a tiger cub which was discovered by the author's grandfather. He found the cub on a hunting expedition in the Terai jungle near Dehra. He found this 18 inches long hiding among intricate roots of banyan trees. He was the only one in the party who was able to discover a tiger. It was when the camp had broken off. He took him home with him. Number 2. Who were Timothy's companions and how was he brought up at home? Answer. Timothy initially had 2 companions at home. Toto, the monkey, and small mongrel puppy was his companion. Timothy was first brought by giving milk by home's cook Muhammad. Then it seemed like the milk was too rich for him, so he was given the diet of raw mutton and cod liver well, and followed later by a tempting diet of pigeons and rabbit. Number 3. Why did grandfather decide to transfer Timothy to a Jew? Answer. When Timothy became about 6 months old, he grew more aggressive and less friendly. Whenever Timothy would go out for a walk with the author, he would try to steal away to stalk a cat or someone's pet pickens. Sometimes at night he would frighten chickens, and in the morning all the feathers could be seen lying all over the veranda. Also, he would look at the cook with the angry look. All of his unfriendly and angry acts made grandfather to take the decision of transferring Timothy to a Jew. Number 5. 4. What things did grandfather do at the cage when he visited the Jew? Answer. After 6 months of Timothy's transfer to the Jew, grandfather visited it. When he went straight at the Timothy's cage, Timothy went near the bars and let grandfather put both his hands around it. Then grandfather stroked the tiger's forehead and ticked his ear, and whenever he growled, smacked his across the mouth, which was his old way to keeping him quiet. He stroked and slapped Timothy for minutes. Number 5. How did the tiger react to grandfather activities? Answer. When grandfather was cursing and stroking him with his love, the tiger too reciprocated. Though it was not the grandfather's tiger, it too seemed to love and the grandfather. The tiger felt the warmth and grandfather's love. It reacted in the same way as Timothy used to. It licked grandfather's hands. Number 6. What made grandfather become so sad and what happened to him in the end? Answer. When grandfather was talking to Timothy, the keeper who was there for the first time when the grandfather visited the Jew recognized the grandfather. The keeper grandfather, his tiger Timothy, died 2 months ago due to pneumonia, and the tiger he was cursing to was different one. The death of his beloved pet made grandfather sad. Number 7. Can you suggest some more lines to end the story in a different way? Answer. In the end, grandfather tells the keeper to keep the tiger in another compartment. Though his heart is heavy with the loss of his Timothy, grandfather got the same love back from this another tiger. This made him overwhelmed, and he decided to shift him in another compartment and promised the tiger to visit it again. Activity 1. Read the statement under column A and write the name of character under B. Who said, and the name under C to whom. The first one has been done for you. अच्छा में लिखिबा एटा देखो मु दे देछि statement of the character. What? Who said? Who? To whom? किए कहा को कहला. I become one of the tiger's favorite. The writer, the readers. I am taking to Timothy, grandfather, new keeper. Next, it is not your tiger, old keeper, grandfather को कहले. तापर I realize he is no longer mine, grandfather, old keeper. Grandfather कहले कहा को old keeper. He died 2 months ago, old keeper, grandfather को कहले. Good night, Timothy, grandfather, a tiger. तापर activity 2. Read the following jumbled sentence and arrange them in proper order to get the summary of the story. The tiger in the house. तो मोर आंसर दे दोछि पिले तमन देखि लखिबो प्रॉपर ऑर्डर रे हबो. फर्स्ट 3 रे हबो. Timothy was discovered first of all. Grandfather won a hunting expedition and was प्रथम. Next माने second हबो. Timothy lived happily like one of the members of the writer's family. तापर next, Timothy was brought up properly by attractive and good diet. तापर when Timothy was about 6 months old, a change came over him and he became less friendly and more furiously. Next हबो grandfather took Timothy to a Jew at Lucknow. तापर हबो the Jew authorities were glad to receive the well-fed and fairly civilized tiger as a gift. About 6 months later, grandfather visited the zoo to see Timothy the tiger. The keeper said that the tiger had died 2 months before. तापर अब grandfather left the zoo very sadly. तापले यतिकिरे सरला पिला मैंने चैनल को नो आसले चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो, लाइक करो, शेयर करो. Thanks for watching.